Hey guys, my name is Ryan Rodriguez. I'm from Enfield, Connecticut, and I've been involved with Advocare for a little over 3 years now. My journey initially started where I was just kind of looking for weight loss. I was failing to meet requirements for the Air Force, actually, in terms of weight and my height. I had been working out already for the last 4 years before that, and just wasn't really getting there on my own. So I did a challenge to start. I lost 10 pounds in the first 24 days, and I also dropped 10% body fat, which I also say I was doing something called carb cycling, which is really just going low carb for 3 days and then high carb every fourth day. I'll also say I don't do that anymore. But so I got very, very lean. My goals changed, as everyone's probably do, around the fall and the winter, and I wanted to gain muscle, and that's pretty much been my goal ever since. My training changed, and I went from more of your bodybuilding style lifting to CrossFit, which I've been doing now for about a year and a half, close to 2 years now. And my goals kind of changed from what they were before in terms of losing weight to I just wanted to be able to feel like an athlete again. So putting on muscle, feeling stronger, having better endurance, being able to work out for long periods of time without stopping. And within the last 3 years now, I've put on around 30 pounds of muscle. So there'll be some photos that you'll probably see in an email that was sent. I went from 174 when I first started Advocare down to 178 down to 168 for my weight when I first initially lost weight, and my body fat went down to 9%. Then now fast forward to about three and a half years later, I weigh around 194-ish, depending on the day, and my body fat's probably around 14 or 15, but it's a very lean, 194 for my body type. I am the fittest and strongest I have ever felt in my entire life. And so a couple things that I've done that maybe may help someone, I'm not really sure. Nutrition is hands down the biggest thing. It's the most important thing. So yes, our products matter and they're great, but you also have to pair the nutrition with what you're doing. So that's kind of how they go hand in hand, because you kind of get that coach that helps you along the way to teach you maybe stuff that you don't know per se. So I'm a real stickler on hitting certain numbers. For me, it's macros. I find out protein, carb, and fat amounts that I want to get in my day, and I make sure that I hit that depending on what my goals are. Now, in terms of products, the products that you use are going to be different than someone else. So depending on what your goals are, that's where your supplements kind of play a role of all right, they're going to aid and help me in what I'm already doing with my training, with my nutrition, with my water, and that's what they are. They're a supplement. They're supposed to supplement what you're already doing. So the products that I use change every time depending on what I'm doing. So one product being ThermoPlus, I like to use in the spring and the summer when I'm trying to cut more body fat. As we come into the fall, into the winter, I'm not going to use that anymore. But then, there's pretty much, I use a lot of different things. I use a lot of the Performance Elite line to aid in my workouts, Catalyst, Spark, Rehydrate, pretty much anything that I need to aid in my day-to-day. I'll say another tip, as much as people may think they don't need it, the Metabolic Nutrition or Core, depending on which one you use, those are your essential micronutrients. That could make or break the difference between you and another athlete next to you that is getting the results you want, that's not doing much different than what you're already doing. So that matters just as much as what you're doing with your macronutrients, which is your food. Another tip, meal prepping tip, I try and cook at least once a week, and I prep for over 4 days of food. I actually shop at Costco, so I buy a lot of things in bulk. And I'll bake chicken while I'm cooking turkey on the stove. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, so I use the Advo greens to kind of supplement what I'm not getting for my vegetable nutrients. I'm just kind of picky with food like that. But at the end of the day, I pick and choose what products work for me. I form my nutrition around that, and I have a coach and a mentor that helps me with what I'm doing. And then I help other people with what they're doing. So hopefully some of that stuff helped for you. You can do whatever you want to do with Advocare, whether it's weight loss, weight gain, and you always have the tools and the community to help you reach that goal. So hopefully that helped, and happy goal setting.